when you're doing these invade things and just in general as jungle, you always want to think about what is the enemy going to do? What's the enemy jungler going to do? So tell me here what Fiddlestick's options are when you kill him and he's running here and he's on these 3 camps, right? So when Gragas dies and Tahm Kent shows here, what should be your thought process?
I definitely can't stay. I guess just look for something else to do on the map. Look
Match
for a way to...
or trade. This is the fundamental.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? Just quickly wanted to talk to you guys about the Jungle Academy. Now, I don't want to, try and sell you guys on something that I don't truly believe is insane, but this program is probably one of the best resources that I've ever seen in terms of if you are serious about your improvement, if you're serious about climbing, then this is probably the way that I would go if I was first, trying to improve at a rapid rate. And I think the main selling point of this program is the daily group jungle coaching sessions. We have all these amazing jungle coaches, all challenger players, all have insane knowledge where you'll have your review, you'll have your VOD reviewed. And if you're looking to catch me, I'm on Friday and Sunday at 11 a.m. AEST. That is for Americans, that'll be the day behind, since you guys are behind us here in Australia. And yeah, just an insane resource. You have also the coaching VOD library. So if you want to, look up a specific matchup, you have the community asking questions, bunch of information just being shared. So I hope to see you guys all in the Jungle Academy. So after you do this invade, so great. What a great early game, right? And this is what I mean by invading as Belveth. We talked about at the start that it's something that you were told not to do. And I think that's completely nonsense, okay? Belveth, her identity, is starting Raptors like this because look how quickly you do it, right?
Yeah.
So in this game, right, we wanted to pard down. We wanted to play around bot. And 2 ways you could do this that incorporates invading, but it's a Fiddlesticks, right? We're not actually say this was like a normal game. We're not trying to actually kill Fiddlesticks, or even though we probably could if we do Raptors to his Gromp. But this would be a great path this game, right? Raptors to his Gromp. Because if he starts topside, right, we're just going to take his Gromp and blue and then maybe look for a gank bot. This is great, this game. This is really good. 1, 2, 3, gank bot from behind. If he's here, we'll kill him on Gromp. Okay? So this is something that you definitely want to look for this game because you do want to play around bot and
like a level 2? You were talking about level 2 kill him?
Yeah, Fiddlesticks. Yeah, you literally do Raptors as number 1 camp and then you run straight to his Gromp. This is the Raptor invade. We'll probably talk much more about invades maybe next session, but invading as Belveth is a skill that you should not ignore.
So I have been invading a decent amount, like I said, and my usual path is Raptors, Krugs, red,
and then invade. Yeah, that's the other one.
And then I go straight to their red because most silver players still leash their bot lane for some reason. Okay. They still get a leash from their bot lane.
So 2 good things you said there. Okay, number 1 is that you invade, which is good. Number 2 is most silver players do this. That's the habit that's going to cause you trouble when you get high elo, right?
Okay.
So the way that the way you avoid that is just by warding something, right? You ward here, level 1.
Yeah.
So you run here, you guard here, then you walk in here at 1 minute, you ward this, you go back to your Raptors. You start Raptors, you say, oh, he's pathing down, I'm going to meet him here. Oh, he's pathing up, I'm going to meet him here.
Okay.
So then you know you can always do the invade.
Yeah.
So the Raptor invade, right? Basically what it is you start Raptors, you run into his jungle after you do Raptors, and if he starts the blue, he'll be on Gromp, and he probably won't have smite, because usually they use smite on blue, right? And you will have smite, because you did Raptor start. So you'll either kill him here on Raptors, or blow his flash, or whatever. You'll steal his Gromp, and then you'll be able to take his wolves as well, because you probably chunked him out or forced him out, which will give you level 3. And then you have the decision then after wolves to either just go back to your red and then path the top side, or there's a gank bot, so you can do wolves into bot gank and then back to your bot side. Okay. Again, invading as a whole, you there's a lot to it, but once you practice it, it's like anything. Once you practice something, you get better at invades. You know what to do in different scenarios and things like that. Okay, but anyway, great, right? This is what we want as Belveth. These kinds of starts. This is our kind of, our area. This is what we want. What does Fiddlesticks want?
Farm.
Yeah. What if we just full clear against Fiddlesticks? Is that who's winning on that? Who's winning out if both junglers just full clear?
Think Fiddle.
Yeah. What's his identity? His identity is farm. I'm weak. He's weak early. He's got a fast clear speed. So he's going to play to those strengths of that identity. You don't have the fastest full clear. It's not bad. It's not fiddlesticks, right? But you have these tools in your kit that let you do aggressive plays early, which you kind of, you want to play into if you're playing a champion like this. Not saying you can't full clear, right? There are going to be some games where, we weren't able to get the ward. There's not really much for us to play to, so we're just going to farm. Okay, that's fine. You don't always have to invade, but you should always be looking to. So, when you invade here, very important, right? Think about what is Fiddlesticks gonna when you're doing these invade things, and just in general as jungle, you always want to think about what is the enemy going to do? What's the enemy jungler going to do? So tell me here what Fiddlesticks' options are when you kill him and he's running here and he's on these 3 camps, right?
Yeah.
What are his options?
Bot's pretty push, so he could look to gank them.
Yep. Okay, that's one option for him. What other options?
He's gonna do those. So if he thinks that I'm gonna do my top side, he could technically go into my bot side.
Yep. I think he should at least try and check, right? Doing Raptor's game is pretty easy.
And then between those is Scuttle, so.
Yep. Scuttle in 40 seconds. Good. Okay. Yeah, so he has everything to do on bot side, right? You didn't mention once anything top side, correct?
Right.
So, which side of the jungle do we want to be on?
Bot side.
Bot side. Good. We want to... These camps are already safe, okay? They're safe. You can also drop your trinket right here as well. So if he does walk like this and try and invade, you see him. Which would be really good, okay? So you drop your ward here. You cross.
And back.
Like this.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
You just cross straight away. This way, you're getting his 3 camps. You're getting your 3 camps. You warded here, so these are protected. You're getting 3 quadrants. That's jungle gap right there. But you allowed him to maybe, right, in his head, right, if I'm this Fiddlesticks, obviously it's still dangerous to do this. And if you have good habits here and you do what I just say, you might catch him here as well, and you might just kill him again. But you want to secure everything, okay? The only time you would stay top here is if this gank is 100%. You would kill him, and then you would instantly base, and then still run here to try and protect these 2 camps, or whatever is left here.
Okay.
You never touch these camps.
Gotcha.
All right. So, I know it still resulted... The result was still good, but you can see here, right? You're leaving open. You're leaving an opening here in your bot side for a very long time.
Yeah.
You see that? You don't have to contest the bot scuttle. You just want to make sure you get your bot camps.
Okay.
Yeah. You could also insta base here too. Since you killed him and you have 1,000 gold, you could also just base here, right? Straight away.
Especially because I don't remember the name of the items, but one of the items gives me movement speed. And
the red, the little red. Yeah, I can't remember either. Exactly. Yeah, you could get that. That would be also good here. Only bad thing that you could do is just taking your top side, because you're not translating your lead then, right? You're just giving you're just saying, okay, I killed you, but I'm gonna take these 3, and I'm gonna take these 3, and you're gonna take these 3, and you're gonna take these 3.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's just split map. You don't want that. I mean, there are going to be scenarios where Fiddlesticks does 1, 2, 3, and then he runs this way, which is why this ward either here or here is really important.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So yeah, that's when we do this invade and this scenario happens, where this happens, the more you do this, the more scenarios you'll experience and the better you'll get from it, right? Now you know how to react in this scenario. And this scenario is pretty typical. Let's say, for example, there's another invade that you can undo, which is a similar scenario, right? Now, I wouldn't suggest it this game, but sometimes you can... Oh, wait, you did it, right? But some games you can just start his Raptors, and he'll either start his red or his blue, right? Depending on what jungler it is. Sometimes Fiddlesticks will start Raptors, so that's why I'm saying it's not good this game. You can start Raptors and then come and smite the red, right? Because it's the same thing. You're going to finish his Raptors before he... Yeah, great. Yeah, it's good. The more you experience these scenarios, even if you stumble sometimes... right? Let's say, for example, in this case, he takes all your red side. The diagnosis is not that your invade is bad, it's your reaction. It's the scenario, what happens afterwards, that's bad.
Yeah.
Right? So
another thing is I'm not extremely familiar with all of Bel'Veth's matchups, so sometimes I don't invade because I almost see it as like a coin flip. Like I don't like some champions I know I can just beat.
Yeah. Okay. So on that note, right, when it comes to invades, it's generally 90% of the time whoever gets the jump or whoever is on the camp loses. Okay, whoever starts the camp loses. So here, if Fiddlesticks invades you right now, you will lose. Even if you were healthier, you will lose because you've used all your abilities. The Grump is hitting you, it's chunking you, you will lose. If Fiddlesticks is on the Grump here, that's why this Raptor invade is great, right? Your Raptor invade, he's on the Grump, you attack him. He's used his abilities, he's low or chunked. So whoever is on the camp, whoever starts the camp, loses. That's rule number one. Except for maybe a champion like Warwick, right? He just turns around, he doesn't have cooldowns, he just kills you as well.
Yeah.
Right? So like Warwick is like one exception. But generally, you're pretty safe, especially if you're playing something like Bel'Veth. All right. So, yeah, can always invade, and if you're unsure, test it. Test it, and then now you'll know. Okay, Renekton uses Flash here, so this is a really good gank, and this is a really good base here, insta base. This is really good, really really good, because you don't want to like run here when you could just base and then run here, for example, or base and then run here.
Right.
It's always good to instantly base in bushes after you gank a lane like this. Okay, so this round is great. Okay, you see bot fighting. Their body language is... so right here is where their bot... right as soon as they chase after his flash is what I like to call like body language. They're telling you here...
that's actually when I decided.
Yeah. If they turned around here, you should turn around as well and just do camps and clear up and play for like the grubs at 6 minutes. So good. Body language. Really good. Right target selection as well, right? You should just go for the guy. Doesn't matter if it's the 80 carry, doesn't matter if it's support. Go for the guy that's the easier kill. And then you end up cleaning this guy up too. So great start. Don't base here because, you know, we have 900 gold, but we don't need to base. We're just going to farm. Now we're just going to clear up. Okay, when you say like, oh, he wants me to gank here, why should you not gank this?
I have a decent amount of gold. I'm sure I have 5 kills. Yeah, I have a shutdown. I haven't had... Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Your reasoning's all fine so far. What I want to hear the most is the wave is dead. So he can choose to leave or he can choose to hit tower. My Ahri doesn't have ult. She does have TP, right? So there are conditions that need to be met here to go for this gank. She also still has flash, right? So the conditions that need to be met here for you to gank this is that he hits tower and Ahri has ult. So until those conditions are met, you just hit Raptors. Right?
Yeah,
you don't want to posture...
I was also still level 4 and... Yeah, there was just everything telling me that wasn't going to work out.
You don't want to posture here until it's time for you to do it. So hit this and let the Syndra kind of make her intentions known. The same way you watched bot to see their intentions, same thing here for Syndra.
Yeah.
This is where like the whole mute all thing is kind of good because you don't want to be influenced by this Ahri spamming you to gank here when it's a terrible gank.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, just do the camp. Do the camp. You're chilling. Okay. Next big thing. Okay, next big point. Actually, we need to go back. Yeah. 6 minutes. Okay. You should greed. You should keep farming here. Even though you have 1300, you should farm until you have Kraken. So Kraken was 1475, right? So check your gold. Really important. So you are doing like a good job here, which is like, you know, you're kind of basing for the grub spawn, even though you would be a little bit late still. So even back here on red, you want to be thinking into the future here. Am I going to base before grubs? Do I need to base before grubs? No, you don't, right? Because you're already strong. You're already level 5 here. It doesn't matter about this 1300 gold. You still beat Fiddlesticks, right?
Yeah.
So just be greedy here. Stay and run straight here right now.
Okay.
Just straight away. Run there. And check your items. Check, okay, I don't have Kraken yet, so me buying, even though these are some decent purchases, still not worth it. Not worth the base.
Yeah.
Because you're already strong enough. You don't need these items to do this. Yeah. So being greedy when it's time is good. If you had Kraken after Raptors there, that would be a good base. Because that's actually worth it then.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So yep, good. Okay. So 1040. This is like a little bit of a scenario. So we're gonna skip straight to it. Okay, another yeah, good sequencing, great. This is good. This is how you translate your lead, right? You get Kraken Slayer, and in this round, you just ran straight to the objective. This is good, really good. We turn, good mechanics. This is you translating your lead. This is you translating your lead, which is really good. Now, obviously no, this is not the time we died. Is it? No, it's not. Yes, it is. So, yeah. Okay. So once a play is done, right? Once a play is finished, also you just gotta get better at using your trinkets. So just ward here, right, and check it. Even still, this isn't really a time to invade. Why is that? What did we just do? And look at everyone's condition.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just had a fight.
They're all coming back up.
We just killed Jinx. The same way here that if we did this fight, we wouldn't do Dragon here, right? I know Dragon's not alive because we just did it, but we wouldn't do Dragon here. This is time for you to just go back and just clear. Clear. Downtime. Simple. While you're waiting for this guy to spawn, while you're waiting for this guy to base, while you're waiting for this guy to base, while you're waiting for this ult, they now will have spawn. Jinx will spawn here and come here. Again, this all depends. Maybe 4 of them are dead. Of course, you could go for Fiddlesticks here if 4 of them are dead. But your team is backing. Their team can do this to you. They can all collapse on you, right? So this is where farming. So you just played big uptime here. This is called uptime. You're doing stuff with your team. You're fighting. You're translating. You're doing all good. Getting kills. Getting objectives. Now just go farm. Round over. Finished. And most importantly, what did we say in game when you die like this?
Think about
what's
what
next.
You're gonna do next.
Yep. Ask yourself. Literally say to yourself in your head, okay, what's next? Did they use sums? Where am I pathing? Where am I playing for? Okay, if I'm playing for bot here, I'm going to go from Gromp to bot. If I'm playing for Grubs here, I'm going to go start Raptors and then clear up, right? That's what you're thinking here. And that way you won't do inefficiencies here because you could have done Raptors first, right? It doesn't matter too much, obviously. But that's all it's about. Okay, yeah. So when Gragas dies and Tom Kent shows here, what should be your thought process?
I definitely can't stay. I guess just look for something else to do on the map. Look for a way to...
or trade. This is the fundamental.
Yeah. Okay.
Match always when you're stronger. And now I'm not saying individually, because obviously individually you're stronger. They have 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and our numbers are here. So the trade is, maybe you could look for Raptors, because this is kind of like, they're not going to kill you, right? You can go Raptors to Gromp to dive Jinx.
Okay.
This is how you should think here. Again, these camps are safe, so you don't really want to go take these camps. You want to instantly try and trade the best thing. The best thing to trade here is Wolves, Gromp, and dive Jinx. So that's what you should think immediately. Even still, the result was good. This is like a 50% win rate kind of play where you stay here. This is like 50% because you're just flipping. Now, next equation to this. If you're thinking about Gragas TP and Nautilus starts moving and there's some adaptation in the game, right? This is where you can adapt. So like as you're taking Raptors and you're about to go bot to trade, you see that Gragas is TPing and he has TP. You see that Nautilus is moving here. So now you can match again, right? Because you have 4.
Okay.
So you can make the adaptation too. You can still do that. But I don't think you were thinking about TP here. I think you were just wasting time.
Yeah.
If he doesn't TP here, it's nothing, right? But look at your team. You won't lose the game if you lose these grubs. You'll lose the game if you try and fight and they get grubs and they kill you. Yeah, you'll lose the game then.
Yeah.
So just give it.
That happens.
Yeah, just give it. It's fine. You can trade. The great thing about this is that Fiddlesticks is going to get this, but you already took these camps, so he can't take them. While he's taking this, you take this. It's okay, right? This is the kind of the plays you need to make, even when you're 7-1. when you feel like they shouldn't get anything, it is what it is. Okay, so the fight ends up happening. It ends up being good because we have even numbers now, right? So you can fight. Always think numbers. Numbers. How many do we have? How many do they have? Again, in your other games, I don't think your mechanics are the reason why you have a 50% win rate on Belveth. I don't think at all. It's 0% chance that it's your mechanics. It's all to do with you putting yourself in a position. It's all to do with your mental, I think, from lost streaks. And it's all to do with these kinds of plays.
Yeah.
That's it. 50% play. So it comes up again. I'll show you the next 50% play. So this is just one of those games where, like, you know, everything's clicking, everything's working, right? There's going to be games where you have to make that trade decision to win. And, you know, you're going to have games where your Gragas dies there and he's 0-5. And you're just going to be like, well, I'm 7-1, but we can't take this. They have 4 people.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the next point is 1430. This is all fine. Really good play, taking camps. You can be a little bit more greedy here, I think, now. Right? You can ward, again, use your trinket to help you. Use your trinket here. Start the Gromp, pull it this way. Because then you're not under danger. You want to think when you're taking camps like this, where is the danger going to come from? If you ward here and you pull it this way, the danger can only be from this bush, and maybe if they wrap around this way. Right? So you can take camps, but there are little details to doing it well. If you just go here and hit the Gromp, and they all collapse on you from different angles, yeah, you can die.
Yeah.
But if you pull the Gromp, you ward here, you pull it out this way, you smite it, you E-smite, you can just kill it. Same thing with the blue buff next. You ward here, you pull it this way. Now they can only kill you from this way, but you can see them. So there are little details to taking these camps. And you should take them. You should be greedy. Even if you have 2.2k gold here, doesn't matter. Just take them. Okay. So yeah, we have 2.4k. I think here you should really be thinking like camps and dragon. I don't care if your Nautilus dies here, to be honest. I would much prefer you. So this is kind of another, like, I don't think it's too bad. But again, you should think about numbers. Right? Okay, this guy's dead.
Yeah.
Jinx is missing. Ari is bot. So I would much prefer you do take. Then as you're walking to the scuttle, you're assessing. You're assessing this fight. Is it good? Is it bad? Numbers. Right? Can we actually kill anyone here? So the best kind of jungler is someone who farms and then comes to the fight late. Not late, like during, reacting. Because you're farming and killing. You don't want to be the guy that like engages here. So this is good in that sense that you're reacting, but your assessment is like, yeah, okay, we end up killing TK. So again, the result is not bad. But this play, 1, 2, 3, 4, is the consistent play.
Yeah,
okay?
It gives me a lot more resources too.
Yeah, like this play gives you the same amount of gold as this kill, and you get a dragon. So this is, again, this is the 100% win rate play. This play that you do here is like the 60%. It's not bad, but you should look for this play.
I think I remember my thought process to going to that fight specifically is because I saw it was a 2v2 and I'm super powerful, so if I show up,
impact it.
we have the advantage.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying it's a 60%.
The benefit of that, the benefit of that is that they won't rotate on me on Dragon if they kill my teammates.
Right. Okay.
Specifically.
Right. So you're trying to stop them from winning this fight to rotate on Dragon. Yeah. You also have to remember at this point, right? Dragon is very squishy. Okay. It's the second Dragon. So you one-shot this.
Okay.
You one-shot it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If this was third Dragon, this thought process is good. Okay. Yeah. If this is third Dragon, it's tanky. So they could kill your bot lane here and then move to you. But this Dragon, you just take it. Just take it.
Okay.
Yep. There rarely can be anything bad about you just hitting one of the first 2 dragons, especially when you have a lot of gold here. Okay. So yeah, good thought process if it's the third dragon. And now we have to be thinking, right? This is where uptime, downtime fundamental comes in, right? 1430. When your team dies here, like this, You got to be thinking right now, should I take dragon or should I base? It's one of those two options. That's it. Can you take dragon here? Or should you?
So I'm thinking, since I'm so powerful, I have my ult, and Ari is putting pressure bot, that I technically could try to, because I could always get out.
Yeah, you could. But you got to make that decision, right? You got to just make that decision here, because it should be one or the other. It shouldn't be red buff here. When these guys are dead, when these guys are dead, you either want to base, especially when you have 2.5k, right? You have another item ready to go. So right now, what you're trying to do is you're trying to run out of base when Nautilus spawns in 16 seconds with an item. No matter what, that's what you're trying to do here. This is not a greed window. This is not when you should full clear. What happens if you full clear here, they spawn, now you want to base when they want to fight. That's bad.
Yeah.
You just want to sync up with these guys. That's all that matters here. Honestly, I don't even care about the dragon, if you take it or not. The most important thing here is this. Right? When they're coming out of base here, you have spent your 3k.
Okay.
I know that the result of this was, again, good, but this is another 50% play. You taking red here and then running bot, this is the throw window.
Oh, okay.
This is the direct window where people throw. When your team dies,
wasn't 9 for 1.
and you go for another play.
Yeah.
Instead of, okay, my team's dead, I should base, I should have downtime, I should just farm, I should just take dragon, whatever it is. Typical throw window. This is typical 50% play. Even though, again, the result was good, this is where people throw. Right? TK turns up, you're not as strong as you are in this game, whatever it is, right? Can be different. Syndra's here, Syndra TPs, Renekton TPs, I don't know, whatever it is in a different game, that's what happens. And then you lose your agency. You don't lose the game, but you know, you're not the driver as much anymore.
Yeah.
So you see here now you want to base, but now your team wants to make plays. So that base timer was very important. Right now you should be here. Instead of going for this bot play, you should be here. You just finished the dragon. And now you're like, you know, hovering mid, fighting mid, taking blue, taking raptors, taking rift, uptime. You basing? You do have to base now, to be honest. You shouldn't stay again. In a different game again, they fight mid. You should be there. You should make the difference. That's how it works. And now when you're too late to this fight, right? Again, another fight, right? Yeah. That you should be there for. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. This time you shouldn't run there because you've already made this decision to base and not be on tempo with them. So that's just their own thing. You should do your own thing. So yeah, you made the right play here not to run to the fight because you just decided, okay, I'm just going to play for myself, which is also fine. You can do this. This is good for you, right? This is what I mean by Bel'Veth is a side laner because you can do things like this. This is one of her insane or very, very important identities. You want to be able to kill the enemy solo laners as Bel'Veth. So you can do plays like this. Because you split pushing with Rift. That's why, you know, 6 Scrubs is also very good as on Bel'Veth. Huge identity. This is also a huge way you get really far ahead by using the side lane. These plays right now that you're doing are very good. Killing Renekton, taking his camps, right? Again, another window should you base here.
No.
No.
My whole team's up and moving up the map.
Yep. A whole team's up and moving. So why don't we just rift mid right now, right? Or top or mid. This is a time where you can rift. What's the team doing right now? Enemy team. You see 2 of them here, right?
Nothing.
As soon as these guys push this wave, and as soon as this guy pushes this wave, you're rifting one of these towers. Okay, mid is low, so just rift mid.
Okay.
Yeah, just rift mid here. Stay. You base, but we could be rifting mid. And then we could be rifting mid, and now we're going to bot, and now we're killing bot.
Okay.
You see how important not basing here is? You're missing so many plays. Even though this game is over, again, different game, different, could be a different outcome. Couldn't be as close, your team dies. Your team dying is not your fault, right? Don't get me wrong. Your team dying here is not on you. But you have to understand the reality of solo queue is that people will fight here. And it's your job to either make the difference and win, or pressure something while your team is getting caught.
Okay.
It's a win-win. Your team dies here, but you get this tower, you get this wave, and you get these camps. Your team fights here, you come here, you make the difference, you win the game. Still a win-win. Yeah. But your base, you're not able to use their death. So Nautilus dies here, but you're not able to use it. You see that? You used it for a base, for a pickaxe. It's not worth it. You used his death to get a pickaxe. Yeah, it's not worth it. You can get so much more. So this is about translating your lead, right? We're talking a lot about syncing up with our team. Okay, watch this uptime round, right? Okay, Nautilus is dead, but Renekton's dead too. Another time where you do the Bel'Veth side lane thing, and then you just end the game. So, yeah, pretty good, right? This is obviously just one game.